OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn. And I'm actually not coming at you with my CVS haul like I normally do on Monday, but I wanted to do a follow-up video. I'm actually sitting in the Walmart parking lot right now because I had to go in and buy a phone holder. I told you in the last couple of videos my phone mount had broke, and so anyways, I finally got me a new one. So I did a video towards the end of September that I wanted to do a follow-up video on about a drugstore account being hacked and somebody stole my drugstore money. And if you haven't watched that video, please go watch that video because I gave you some really good tips on how to avoid that happening to you. And before I continue, hey, if you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new right down there? I would love to welcome you to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, thanks so much for coming back to another video. If you are new, I think this is valuable information for a new couponer that is couponing at the drugstores. So definitely go watch that video. I'll link it down in the description box. But anyways, in that video, I had let you know that one of my drugstore accounts, and I didn't tell you which drugstore was hacked because it didn't matter. And I had a lot of people, when you don't tell people exactly what's happening, people just guess. It kind of cracked me up. But even though I made that video and I told you what was happening, I had so many comments from people that have a false sense of security. Even after I told you I had a drugstore account get hacked, 2 of my accounts at the drugstore got hacked where they took my money. And even though I told you that, people still have this false sense of security. I got so many comments saying, well, how would your Walgreens account get hacked when you have to enter a zip code? I'm thinking to myself, do you really think if somebody can find your information to be able to go to the drugstore and pull your account up at the pin pad that they can't find your zip code? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Now, Walgreens is the only drugstore that does have that little teeny extra layer of security. But I just got this sense from all of the comments in that video that people think that makes it secure. And I'm just telling you, it's not secure. People were also commenting about CVS. Well, if you don't send your extra bucks to your card, they can't hack your account. False! Again, I don't know why people have this sense of security with any of the drugstore money, really, because there isn't any. But I gave you tips in that first video to secure your account. So again, if you haven't watched that, go watch that. But number one I wanted to say was, I knew this was an issue, but I did not know how big of an issue this was. There were so many comments of people. I knew it was an issue, but I thought it was a bigger issue for people that make YouTube videos. There are so many people that commented that do not make YouTube videos. They're regular old couponers that don't create any content, and their accounts got hacked. So this is a big, big issue. And my story kind of evolved a little bit. And I wanted to kind of bring you some extra information because I told you I had a drugstore account get hacked, and I did contact customer service right away, and they fixed everything for me super duper quick, which was so awesome. And I just went through proactively and changed all of my accounts. And unfortunately, that wasn't enough. And I have been questioning whether I want to continue couponing at CVS because of this particular issue. So unfortunately, even though I changed my information, CVS has the most, I would say, old system, a system that doesn't update immediately. And even though I went through and changed my information, they then hacked my CVS account. Only one of my CVS accounts, but it happened at one drugstore, then it happened at CVS. And how I found out was I got an email telling me, hey, please fill out this survey for your purchase in California. And I'm obviously not in California. I'm nowhere near California. And that's where the transactions happened for the other drugstore as well. And I was like, dang it. So of course I called CVS, and it was like 2 days, I think, that I hadn't noticed that this had happened, because normally I shop at CVS on Mondays, and Sunday night was when I noticed that the drugstore money was gone from one drugstore. And then I spent Monday, I didn't even plan a CVS haul. There wasn't that great of deals that week. And I just wanted to get this taken care of and then change all of my information. So I spent my morning doing that. And a couple of days later, I was checking my email and I saw that. So I contacted CVS, and I have always been very transparent in that I love CVS couponing. Things have changed for sure. Most accounts that are established accounts have stuck CRTs where they're not getting new CRTs. They're getting the same old CRTs every single week. That's been happening for well over a year now. I haven't been getting threshold coupons. The deals have just not been the same as they were a couple of years ago. However, that was not going to deter me from couponing at CVS, because I love my CVS staff so much. And there are just certain deals that I get at CVS that I don't seem to get at the other drugstores. They all have their own like special deals that they rotate and things like that. But I've been very clear in the past that CVS's customer service sucks. It is the worst customer service out of any of the drugstores. So now I got to call CVS Customer Service, and I was totally dreading it. So I call, and after about 10 minutes, my call gets disconnected. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? You know that I'm big into language and the way you speak. What you speak about, you bring about. And I already was prepared that this was going to be a bad experience. So therefore, I just made it a bad experience by speaking that into existence. So then I had to call back, and I was on the phone for 32 minutes. And that's a little bit annoying to me. They apologized profusely multiple times. They actually told me that this is a big issue that they are having. So there is some security issue with CVS for sure. And what they ended up telling me was that they had to get approval to be able to add the extra bucks that were used back onto my account. And that they assured me that they were going to call me the next day. Did they call me the next day? No, they did not. Of course they did not. So again, highly annoyed that they are not following through with this. And knowing that this is an issue with CVS. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to tell you was, even though I had changed my information on my CVS account, updated the phone number, when I had called, 2 or 3 days later after I noticed that my account at CVS had been hacked, they did not have the updated phone number. So even though I went in online and changed it, it did not get updated. That's what I'm talking about. Their system is like so old and so far behind. So the representative did change my information in their system. But again, 32 minutes on the phone for them to tell me that they would have to call me back the next day because they needed to get approval from a supervisor. Well, in the meantime, They didn't call me back. I talked to my store actually about this, talked to the manager, and the manager was like, sometimes it takes a few days, so just give them a couple of days. And I was like, all right, I'll give them a couple of days. And life got busy for me, and I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I was kind of dreading having to call again, because whenever I have called their customer service, they do not take care of things. Again, I love CVS couponing because my store is so fantastic, and any issues I have, they always take care of for me, which is very rare that I have an issue at CVS. So finally today I called, but in the meantime, from me calling at the end of last month to today, I had a new Care Pass added to my account because I have Care Pass on my account, and they used my Care Pass. So now another $10 is gone. Of course, I haven't used the account. That was all that was on there, but they used it. So I called today, and I guess I had a better mindset today. I told myself, if this doesn't work out, Jody, then you have to take a break from CVS, because as I always tell you, you should only coupon at the stores that you enjoy couponing at and that you have fun with. You are the consumer. You get to decide where you do your business, and I got to follow my own advice. And it's not that I don't love my store, I do, but as a company, if they are not willing to take this serious and telling me that they know they have an issue, that they have been getting several calls, and they don't bother to call me back, I'm going to call one more time. And if this is not taken care of, then I just need to step back from CVS for a little bit and decide, do I want to continue couponing at CVS? And a couple of other red flags for me that I want to go over with you. So anyways, I called CVS today, and I got an amazing representative. I was not on the phone very long at all. He was so incredibly helpful. He removed my phone number from my account altogether. He said, we don't even want that on there. You don't need it. And that way it will be harder for somebody to use your money. And I said, okay, perfect. He deactivated my account and set me up a new account, which was awesome. I wanted that to happen anyways. And he went so far as to say, to make it more manageable for you to use the extra bucks that were used, I'm going to put them on your account in 2 separate extra bucks. So you don't have one big extra buck. And he didn't have to do that. And I thought that was so awesome. So my faith was a little bit renewed in CVS. But a couple of things that I want to tell you about and caution you about is, number one, you don't need a phone number on your account. So just remove it. You can go right into, I think, online and remove it. Or call CVS Customer Service and tell them you want your phone number removed so that you avoid this ever happening to you. Number 2, once I noticed that they again used my Care Pass, I went in to my Care Pass and I was just going to cancel it. Now, I've done this before. This is my most established account at CVS. And I went through a time period where, not like right now where we're getting the generic CRTs, but where I got no CRTs. Like all of a sudden I got 0 CRTs. And it lasted for about a month. After about 3 weeks of getting no CRTs on this account at all, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and cancel my Care Pass. And this has been a long time ago now. And I went in online and I canceled my Care Pass. And I had paid for a yearly membership because it saves you a little bit of money to pay for it for a year. And when I canceled it, what happened was they refunded the money retroactive for the months that I hadn't used. Well, this time when I went in to cancel it, again, paid for the full year, and they will not refund any money. So if you cancel it, you will just lose out on the rest of the months that you have already paid for. I have been a big advocate for Care Pass because it's free money if you're shopping at CVS every single week. However, now I will say I would never do a yearly Care Pass again. It is not worth an extra $1 in savings per month to not be able to cancel it and get retroactive money back. I had no idea that changed. Again, when I canceled my Care Pass a couple of years ago, it was not like that, and I didn't know it changed. So if I canceled my Care Pass, I would not get a new Care Pass in November, but I would not get any money back from the yearly fee that I paid. And my Care Pass annual renewal happened in June. So I still have several months of Care Pass coming. Once June comes, I'm absolutely canceling my Care Pass. And then if I want to re-sign up, I'll do it month to month. So that way I can easily cancel it. So all in all, I just wanted to come on here and do a follow-up video. I'm not going to be doing CVS shopping today, but I might go this week to do some CVS shopping. I'll see. I wanted to take care of this issue this morning, and I felt like this was more important information to bring you. And I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to be bringing you a video with this information and why I will not be shopping at CVS for a while, or if I was going to bring you, I'm very cautious about CVS because of those reasons. The old system that I cannot physically update myself, and it happens immediately like the other drugstores. The Care Pass not being able to be canceled and refunded when you do a yearly pass. Again, thank goodness they took care of me and changed everything up. But I mean, I also had comments of people that had CVS accounts hacked where CVS did not take care of it. They did not give them back those extra bucks that were stolen. I even had comments from people that had like Little John's accounts or Domino's accounts where they earned free pizzas, and somebody hacked that account. So I hope you are not the person that is going to have the false sense of security that it's not going to happen to you, because go look through all of my comments on that video and see how many people reported that this has happened to them recently or in the past at every single drugstore. Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, and CVS. My comments are filled with people that this has happened to. And probably the most I saw was CVS. And again, for some reason, we think of that there's a false security that if you don't send your extra bucks to your card automatically, that somebody can't use them. And that's not true, because I don't send my extra bucks to my card and they still used them. Definitely take the precautions that I talked about in the first video. Gave you a little bit of updated information in this video. I do think it's smart to keep your drugstore money balances fairly low. Don't have an exorbitant amount of money if you can help it. I didn't. I'm talking $15, $17, $40. Like, I did not have a lot of money. It doesn't matter if you lost $80 or if you lost $15. It still doesn't feel good when somebody steals your drugstore money. And knowing that it happened to two different drugstore accounts for me, I definitely feel like I was being targeted personally. But do not, if you don't make YouTube videos, don't let that give you a false sense of security that you don't make YouTube videos, so you're not likely for this to happen to. Because again, go look at all of those comments from all of those people that do not make YouTube videos that had their accounts hacked. So, all right, again, I know it wasn't a haul video, but I hope this provided you some information. I hope you take some precautions so that you don't have to deal with getting things fixed. I am so grateful that everything is now fixed. And I'm just going to keep moving along. It's going to be an amazing day today, even though it's raining. Yucky. I would love for the sunshine to come out. But I'll create my own dang sunshine, because that's just the way you got to do sometimes. So, all right, there you go. That is the information I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much, and I'm going to see you again soon. Bye.